Well, sorry it took so long to finally post for this, but I've been processing this for quite some time actually, because recently Disney acquired the rights to Star Wars, and even more recently they shut down LucasArts, which was really bad, at least for me anyway, because they canceled Star Wars 20 not 2013 1313, which was rumored to be the first rated M Star Wars game ever made. For obvious reasons, I can see why Disney would cancel that. They're a very family friendly company. I don't think they will want their name on anything rated M. I'm not sure what they may or may not own. That might not be true. But it was still kind of bad. They cut a lot of people out of their jobs. And only recently I learned they gave it to EA. The rights to Star Wars games, they gave it to EA. Now, for those of you who may or may not be aware, EA done goofed Mass Effect. It was terrible. They jumped in. They added a horrible multiplayer. And I blame them for everything wrong with that game. Mass Effect 2 was great, but I digress. We're talking about Star Wars. Now, they own two smaller companies, I believe. Visceral, which does Dead Space, and DICE, which does Battlefield. And they're very good games. Very pretty. And personally, if they're going to have DICE and Visceral work on a Star Wars game, they're going to probably have DICE's graphics, which might not be half bad. We might see Battlefront 3. We might actually have all the Star Wars games that we've wanted rebooted, that were canceled. But I don't know. EA really isn't that good of a developer, really. I'm not going to say anything about DICE and Visceral though. They're solid, but EA is kind of bad. I'm not going to lie. I think EA's a terrible thing. Unless you're a sports fan. They make a lot of sports games. But I don't know. Unless they initially start off with Battlefront. Battlefront on probably, I think, one of their Frostbite things that they use for Battlefield, which is beautiful. Then I don't really see a lot of good Star Wars games coming out. Maybe they'll make a KOTOR 3. Maybe they'll do Star Wars 1313. But I don't know, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.